Okay, this is like take 3 or 4. Let's see if we can do this quickly. Okay, I'm going to teach you how this works. You lead energy into your upper dantian, which is your pituitary and pineal gland, down the spine into the lower dantian. You do this in one breath. Okay, you inhale, absorbing and leading down, and then once it's here, you exhale and just let your mind go and keep the energy here. Then inhale again, keep your mind here, just let it go over and over. Okay. How to locate upper and lower dantian, Tai Chi, reunite mother and son. So when you make the sound, that vibrates the very center of your brain, which is this spot. It's right on top of your spine. Okay, for a reason. There's no brain cells here. This is completely subconscious mind. This area, there's no brain waves in this center where there's a split. This is like a big antenna where we receive energy and other people's information. This is what it means to have your third eye open, is to use your brain like an antenna. That's where your third eye is. So what you're doing is you're absorbing energy from the earth or the sun or the moon or whatever and putting it into your dantian. So reuniting the mother and son. So this is called the mother and this is called the son. Okay, because mind is yang and body is yin. Body is where we feel emotions and brain is where we think of emotions. This has direction, this has intuition. If your mind is not centered, if you do not find your center, the yin in the mind's crazy. Too yang. Okay, most people are like this. Most people don't have the center. They don't have the balance on the calm. Now, just vice versa, you need to find the center of the body because the yang down here will supply the energy to the body. And that's how the whole thing works. And the spinal cord even looks like the center of the yin yang. Isn't that freaking awesome? It's not really important for that right now. So you probably recognize this triangle with the eye on top. This is talking about the thrusting vessel, which is the spine, and this is the girdle vessel, guardian chi. So this is the Tai Chi comes into play here because that's how you balance the upper and lower through movement. Because once the girdle vessel supplies balance, and then the thrusting vessel supplies your center, because balance and center are the same thing. So how can you have balance without finding your center? How can you find your center without having balance? So just like a battery has a positive and negative side, you can't have two positives, you can't have two negatives. It's a yin and a yang that creates one thing, right? The thrusting vessel is yin and the girdle vessel is yang. And then this is the conception and governing vessel that go on the outside of the torso. Paper's going crazy, but yeah, the conception is in the front, and then the girdle vessel is in the, conception's in the front and governing's in the back, all the way around to the tongue. There's supposed to be a tongue right here. So when these are all connected, this leads to the third eye being open. This stuff's been around for thousands of years, so that drawing's been around for thousands of years too. It's kind of cool, huh? Then here's reverse abdominal breathing. It's all in at the same time or out at the same time. Normal abdominal breathing, you're in while you're out. So see how this is yin and then this is yang. So this is more balanced than this one. That's all part of why this causes a bigger reaction. Okay, so we did these three, where and when to face. Oh, well, let me finish the difference in reverse. So I did this drawing here, so bone, marrow, skin. Okay, this is the guardian chi, and then this is the internal chi. So this is a channel. Okay, so the vessels we were talking about, you fill the vessels, then the channels get filled, and then they lead to these streams. And there's millions of streams. We don't have all the names for them, but we know where all the channels and vessels are. So when you do normal abdominal breathing, the energy primarily goes into the channel, it fills the channel up, and then whatever's left over will kind of go into the streams. Now when you do reverse abdominal breathing, when you're inhaling, all the energy is primarily going here. Then when you're exhaling, all the energy is primarily going here. And then whatever's left over gets left in the vessels. So this is way more mental to do reverse abdominal breathing. It gives you a purpose and a reason, and it really gets the job done like way faster and more effective. It also stimulates all the glands a lot more. Can get into that in another video, where and when to face. So sunset, let me see if I can do this real quick. So this is considered oh wait, let's do it like this. So forget this line. It's these ones. So this is yin, and this is yang. Okay, so this is midnight, or something like that. So like midnight, or this is sunset, and then this is midnight and noon. Okay, here we go. So sunrise, okay, is where yin, the yin's leaving, it's getting into the greater yang, and noon, it's all yang. Okay, and then sunset, it's getting into yin, and then midnight, it's all yin. It's greater yin now, all yin at midnight. So these 4 times during the day, you can do them. The best one is sunrise and sunset. These other 2 are optional. Okay, but on these 2, you want to face the south to absorb from the Earth's magnetic field. Say this is the Earth, and this is north and south. The energy goes this way. So if you face the south, looking that way, the energy will go in your head, which is what you want. Okay, that can be another video. But you want to take advantage of the times, because if you do it at noon, you don't want to face the sun because it's too yang. And if you do it at noon or midnight, I guess it really wouldn't hurt to get too yin, because that's the whole purpose of this, is to internalize and absorb energy. And then summer versus winter. When you're inhaling and absorbing energy, it's all going to the inside. It's all going to go to this thrusting vessel and not to your guardian. Okay, so if you do this in the summertime, it's fine, you won't catch a cold. If you do it in the winter or fall, you actually can catch a cold, and I have by doing this. So you can do 2 things. You can make sure you inhale and exhale at the same time. Don't inhale longer, which is normally what you want to do with this. You'll still absorb energy, and your guardian will stay the same. Or one thing I do is I inhale longer and just absorb the crap out of it, and then as soon as I'm done, or at least once that day, I'll focus on putting energy out into the guardian vessel as well. And then you can regulate that so you won't get sick. Because if you take all your energy from your guardian chi and put it in here, you'll get sick at the wrong time of the year. That's how you fend off colds and shit like that. And that's why most people get sick at the seasonal changes, because their conception and governing vessel timing, or just any of that shit's off, and then you don't have guardian chi, if your mind's off, because the chi will go where the mind leads it. That's how that shit works. Alright, any questions? I guess leave in the comments. Yeah, I'll do other videos. This is just the beginning. out.